First, fierce flames swallow several businesses in Ballard. The fire burning for more than 3 hours, and only Chopper 7 is overhead.
And live now to Chopper 7 and a bird's eye view of the damage done. In the last 90 minutes, the fire was contained, but we're told firefighters will be there all night long monitoring hot spots. If the fire didn't gut the business on that block, it was likely impacted by either smoke or water damage. And good evening. I'm Steve Rabel.
I'm Monique Minglavin, and we have Cairo 7 team coverage. We begin now with Simney Kim, who is live at that scene now in Ballard. Simney?
Steve, Monique, you can still smell the smell of smoke here in the air. Now, all the businesses affected are on this side, the other side of the yellow tape, but I want to show you this. This is the response that is still here, monitoring for hotspots 5 hours after the fire sparked. Only Chopper 7 can give you an overhead view of smoke and flames pouring out of the building on Market. At least 5 businesses expected to be a total loss. One of them, Pho Big Bowl, a family-owned restaurant where David Wynn works in the kitchen.
I see a lot of smoke in there, and I go back restaurant. I tell my employees, get out of here, turn off the gas.
What began as just light smoky haze in the ceiling area of the Supercuts quickly exploded into a 3-alarm fire with 65% of the city's firefighters on scene.
There was not a fire stop between those 5 businesses, so that allowed the fire in the attic space to spread from one business to the next without being stopped.
Firefighters battled the fire from the roof. They had to cut holes to get the toxic gases and smoke to escape. Then they started putting water on it. The impacted businesses were all evacuated, while other neighboring businesses also decided to shut down.
It's alarming, and it's hard to, gauge what we should do as a business, kind of being attached on the same block.
For hours, all people like Michelle Wynn could do was watch and worry as firefighters worked to contain the fire. She also works at Pho Big Bowl.
I feel like I lost a part of me because I've been working here for about 4 years. It's tough.
Now, as we come back out here live, you can see all the fire, the smoke and the water that is still coming out from those businesses. Now, this is devastating for the business owners, the people who worked here, and the people who patronized these businesses. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, I'll have more reaction about what this means for this historic part of downtown Ballard. We're live in Seattle. Simney Kim, Cairo 7 News.
All right, Cindy. Streets are closed all around that fire. Cairo 7's Michael Spears continues our team coverage from Ballard. And Michael, police set up roadblocks all around that area.
And these roadblocks extend several blocks in some directions. Steve, behind us here's one of them at Leary and 22nd Avenue. And then when we were driving in, trying to make it to this scene, we hit one at 24th and Shilshow. So as you look this way, you can give you a different perspective from my colleague Simney. You can see Market Street. Anyone who knows this area, very, very busy, especially the evening and morning commutes. Shut down as fire trucks remain here. I do want to point you over to the King County Metro board there. That's a look at some of the routes that are now being shifted and rerouted because of this. In the last hour, King County Metro says that continues to be the case. In fact, behind us here, this sign typically tells passengers and folks waiting when they can expect to arrive, and within the last 30 minutes or so, they just completely shut it off. So very, very busy scene as you come back this way to Market Street. I do want to direct you back over this way. And walking here with firefighters, they mentioned that bus there, 4523. We asked what's the deal with that. They told us apparently it was damaged, caught in a bit of this as the firefight began here in downtown Ballard. We do have live pictures again from Chopper 7 up above. When we talk about the impact here, we spoke with firefighters who say they expect to be here, as you can imagine, throughout the night, not only watching for potential hot spots to spring back up, but making sure they have a grasp of this and, of course, the investigation part of this fire. And that means, as far as roadblocks and traffic impacts, that there may be some roads that open up later on in the night, but that could not be the case, or it could be slim as far as what reopens. That is yet to be seen. So here live on the ground, we are working to get updates as far as when traffic will shift somewhat back to normal throughout areas. For folks who are familiar with the farmers market, all throughout that area there's roadblocks, so a lot of folks will be needing to drive north towards 15th to get round and back down if they're going to be going back that way towards Golden Gardens and Shilshow. We're going to step away, work on some new video that we've turned around and got just from the last couple of minutes from a business owner here, and have another live report for you coming up on Cairo 7 at 7. For now, we're live in downtown Ballard. I'm Michael Spears. Cairo 7 News.
Clearly a big chunk of Ballard affected there, and winds made this even tougher to fight. I'm here right now with Chief Meteorologist Morgan Palmer, and you were watching that in the double digits, the winds were.
Yeah, winds over 30 miles an hour at times.
Wow.
And that area in Ballard actually gets some stronger winds from time to time. Over to the Cairo 7 pinpoint storm tracker, the winds out of the south and southwest. These are the sustained winds, 15 to 20 miles an hour. We've had some stronger wind gusts, right now 28 in Bremerton. But let's go into the immediate Seattle area. Areas along Ballard and Magnolia very close to the water. Whenever we have a south and especially a south-southwesterly wind like we've had today, the wind comes right off the water unimpeded. Friction of land doesn't slow down that wind until it gets right into the Ballard Magnolia area. So through this evening, the pinpoint wind tracker showing still that southwesterly wind blowing that smoke, or at least a faint smoky smell, to the northeast of the fire, all the way from Crown Hill, possibly even up to Shoreline. There was a lot of smoky smell as far north as the Kingston-Snohomish County line. I'm also tracking rain that will turn to snow in the mountains in the coldest air of the season in my pinpoint forecast. Working on that for you in just a few minutes.
We have posted raw video from Chopper 7 over the fire, our breaking news coverage at noon, and traffic information from the Seattle DOT. And you can find it all on the Cairo 7 News app.